boy, was I hearing some cool words to describe Simba. I was listening to the fact that you were noticing his playful side at the end came out, didn't it? His playful side came out at the end, but at first he was very scared.
And unbrave. Unbrave. Unbrave.
Watch what I'm going to do here. Yewan was making me think of something. She had these two words together, kind of in different places on her web. And I started to think, she said, yeah, at the beginning he was shy and a little bit scared. And I started to think, was there a better word that kind of put those two together? And what was it, Yewan, that you came up with? Ashamed. Scared and shy equals ashamed. And I think that's a good way of showing how his shyness and his scaredness kind of came together to be ashamed. And somebody else said that he was kind of unbrave. He was kind of unbrave, wasn't he? I thought that was kind of an interesting way of saying that he was sort of the opposite of his dad at the beginning, huh? And then somebody else had this interesting word. They said that he was copying. And I wonder if you got that when he put his paw and his dad's big paw. That was what you were thinking. I was kind of listening in on a conversation. And somebody else said he kind of wants to be like his dad, doesn't he? Wants to be brave like his dad. I wonder if there's a word that describes that. I'm going to have to think about that for a little bit because a word's not coming to my brain, but I bet you there's a word that kind of describes that. Maybe my friends back there can help me out. Because I'm always trying to learn new words, right? And I was thinking that other people said that he was, what were some other words that I heard? What were some of the other words? Oh, gloomy, that was the word that I wanted to remember. I liked how you were thinking beyond the word sad, right? You were thinking gloomy. And then some people were saying that he was, oh my goodness, I didn't get everybody, worried. Worried. That was another word I thought that went past sad. And some people said that he was a little bit of a trickster. Because that part where he was like, I bet the hyenas were scared, Dad. Right? So he shifted over once he realized his dad wasn't scared or wasn't going to punish him anymore, from being worried to kind of being like, wasn't that funny, Dad? Right? So Simba was a little bit of a trickster. So look at these words. Yeah, he got kind of funny too, didn't he, at the end? He got kind of really a little bit playful and loving with his dad. So there were some that were the same, weren't they? So I'm looking at these sides, and I'm looking at these words right here, and I'm thinking how Simba too has all sides to him. So when we look at a character, we can't just see the positive sides or the negative sides. We have to see all the sides of them. Exactly. So now I'm going to give you an even bigger challenge. I want you to take one of your words that you have on your Simba web, and I want you to think about, pull my chart back down, I want you to think about that original thing I wanted to teach you today. Remember how we were paying attention? Can you hold this up for me? Perfect. To all parts of our characters by noticing their body language and their dialogue. And remember how I took strict and I tried to think about something that Simba was saying? Or, not Simba, something that Mufasa was saying that showed that he was strict. And then I tried to actually sort of act out one of the things that Mufasa was doing to show he was strict. Well, I want you to take one word off of your Simba web, and I want you to try to think about either acting it out, how Simba did it, or saying the words that Simba said that showed that word. So I'm going to give you a minute to choose. And when you're ready, I want you to close up your notebook and look up at me, and then I'll know you're ready to share that with me. Turn and share with your partner.
His head was like down. His head was facing down to the ground when he walked into the
foot. So, like when he's walking, he like just faces down, so it shows that he was pretty scared.
He was scared because he kept facing down and kept walking while facing down.
He was really scared. I don't know how, but he was scared of his father.
And kind of ashamed.
Yeah, he was really ashamed. You can see that in him because of his sorrowness. When he talked to his father, he was like, I know that I did something wrong.
He felt ashamed. He was talking like he was ashamed.
Yeah. So it does seem like he was scared and ashamed. So that's what I got.
Shows body language. What was your word? Was it gloomy?
Worried.
Worried. He chose body language. Simba's worried. Watch how he showed this with his words. Listen to what he said.
Gloomily, Simba slumped over to his dad.
Say it again.
Gloomily, Simba slumped over to his dad.
Gloomily, Simba slumped over to his dad. Does that show worried? Yes. Nice job, Gordon. Bennett, you were showing that Simba was gloomy. And you said what? You acted it out. Can you come over here and act Totally. Nice job, Bennett. Way to go. He totally did. And then he added the part that he was like trying to act that he was about ready to cry. You heard that in Simba's voice, didn't you? Yeah. So if we were going to put Bennett's actions to words, could we do it as writers? Yeah, we could. So readers and writers, I want you to remember that whenever you read about your characters or whenever you write characters, you want to think about first noticing all their parts, right? Positive parts, negative parts, all the parts together make up that character. And then I also want you to know that you can notice the character's body language and dialogue and learn even more about them. Like, how do you know that they're brave, right? How do you know that they're strict or scared? Well, pay attention to that dialogue or try to picture their body language just like you did today. Thank you so much for getting to be our teachers today. We appreciated it so much. We learned so much, didn't we? We did, didn't we? Did you notice how the video clip became a substitute for a traditional mentor text? The video clip becomes another highly engaging way to demonstrate a teaching point, making the teaching point even more concrete. Thus, the digital mini lesson becomes the great equalizer, providing all students immediate access to critical thinking work.